week when I slid in here? Well, I decided this week, instead of a bruised hip, we'd try it with some smaller objects than Miss Drizzle. So look, I've always wanted to be that person who could slide a glass across the counter and make it look really... Maybe we ought to stick with plastic for this one. I'll clean that up later. But we were gonna look at different objects and whether or not they were slippery and whether or not they could slide and why they would slide fast and why they would slide far, like I did on the floor. Did you try sliding on carpet? Doesn't slide so well, does it? Well, I have 3 things we're gonna slide today. Because I have a question. What makes something slide and what slides farther? Scientific method. What makes something slide and what slides farther? So I have this empty one. I have this one with popcorn. It looks a little heavy. I'll help it out. Then I have this one with potatoes. They're pretty heavy. I will not be eating those. I'm gonna try and push them at the same force, so it's the same. Because I mean, really, I could push these potatoes crazy hard across the whole state of Indiana, but I'm gonna try to push the same on each box. Let's see what happens. Here's my first one. 1, 2, 3, push. 1, 2, 3, push. 1, 2, 3, push. Now, if we want to make sure that our information is reliable and repeatable, we need to do it again. This popcorn still looks a little full. That's better. 1, 2, 3, push. 1, 2, 3, push. 1, 2, 3, push. Every time we went, the empty container went the farthest. The lightweight popcorn went in the middle, and the heavy one, it couldn't go very far at all. So I think things slide farther if they weigh less. Okay, so these all have the same bottom. Give me just a minute. I need another empty bucket. That's a lot of popcorn. But this time, I needed them to weigh the same. It was my only option, really. So, I have 2 empty buckets, but this time, this bucket doesn't have a smooth surface. It's more like a carpet. I wonder if it can fly. I've seen carpets that can fly, have you? That's for another day. Okay, 2 empty buckets. I'm gonna try the same thing. I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, push. 1, 2, 3, push. 1, 2, 3, push. They weigh the same, but they didn't go as far. Remember, I need it to be repeatable. I need to be able to repeat it in order to trust it. 1, 2, 3, push. 1, 2, 3, push. Same thing. If it's on a carpet or a rug or something with texture, it doesn't go as far. If it's heavier, it doesn't go as far. So if something's heavier and it has texture, I bet it doesn't even go hardly at all. I think that has something to do with friction and weight. I also think it's time for all of you to collect some data. You're gonna work with Mrs. St. Clair for a few minutes to figure out why all this happened. And I am gonna go get a big old drink of water to wash down that popcorn. Thanks for joining me. And I'm gonna have you share with me next time what your data was why don't you write it up and send it to me? In fact, Mrs. St. Clair will give you my phone number if you want to give me a call or shoot me a text. Have a good day. Go drizzle till you drop.